Developing news from the Target 12 investigators, notorious Boston mobster James Whitey Bulger is dead.
Federal prison officials confirm he was found unresponsive inside the prison at 8:20 this morning.
The Pinpoint News Tracker takes you to Brewston Mills, West Virginia. That's where the maximum security Hazleton Federal Prison is located.
Bulger was just transferred there yesterday, then found dead the very next day.
The Target 12 investigators have reported this is being investigated as a homicide. Tim White has been working the story all day. He's here now with the latest. Tim?
Mike and Shannon, it was a violent end to a violent man. James Whitey Bulger's death being investigated as a murder, the same way he ended many lives over his underworld career. For years, he terrorized the streets of Boston, running a ruthless criminal organization. On Tuesday morning, 89-year-old James Whitey Bulger was found unresponsive inside Hazleton Federal Prison in Brewston Mills, West Virginia. He had just been transferred to that facility in recent days. A Department of Justice spokesperson says life-saving measures were initiated immediately by responding staff. Mr. Bulger was subsequently pronounced dead by the Preston County Medical Examiner. Officials aren't saying how Bulger died, but Target 12 has learned the death is being investigated as a homicide. We reached the union president for the correctional officers there by phone, and he tells us this is the third homicide in 7 months at our facility. We are very understaffed. We are short about 40 officers.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Former Rhode Island State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell investigated the mob for years.
That's what you resign to when you decide to be involved in that world. Does it make it right or wrong? But that's the life they chose to live.
And look, Bulger was never getting out of prison alive. He was convicted in 2013 of taking part in 11 murders, though he was accused of committing more. Bulger was given 2 consecutive life sentences. We'll continue to work these developing details and bring you the latest at 6. Tim White, Eyewitness News.
First at 6, we continue to track developing news from the Target 12 investigators. Former Boston mob boss James Whitey Bulger is dead.
The 89-year-old was found unresponsive this morning in a federal prison in Hazleton, West Virginia. Officials aren't releasing how Bulger was killed, but Target 12 is reporting this is being investigated as a homicide.
And Tim White joins us in studio now with the latest on what he's learned. Tim, a violent end for a violent man.
Yeah, we spoke to a union official down there who says this is being investigated as a murder. James Bulger arrived at the Hazleton Federal Prison on Monday, transferred from a facility in Florida. Less than 24 hours later, he was dead. Notorious and murderous Boston mobster James Whitey Bulger dead at the age of 89, found unresponsive inside the Hazleton Federal Prison in West Virginia at 8:20 Tuesday morning. Target 12 has learned his death is being investigated as a homicide. A union official at the prison tells us this is the third homicide in 7 months at our facility. We are very understaffed. We are short about 40 officers. What was your reaction?
First reaction was, that's the world that he chose to come into.
Former Rhode Island State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell says Bulger has his share of enemies.
He was living a double life if he's a source for law enforcement and he's trying to be a mob boss. Those two things are incongruent to longevity in your life.
In 2013, Bulger was convicted of taking part in the murders of 11 people, but accused of even more. The U.S. Attorney's Office in West Virginia confirms they are investigating Bulger's death. The Bureau of Prisons will also come under the microscope in the wake of the killing, raising questions about security.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Now, a spokesperson says there are a little under 1,300 inmates at Hazleton, which is a high-security facility. Mike and Shannon, a lot of questions right now about who had access to Bulger while behind bars.
Tim, you reported the U.S. Attorney's Office is now investigated.
Right.
Is that protocol for something like this?
Well, it is. The U.S. Attorney's Office has jurisdiction over crimes in federal prison, and once again, it means the Department of Justice will have to deal with Bulger. His reign of terror was allowed by a group of corrupt FBI agents, and then he goes on the run for 16 years, and as the FBI had him on their most wanted list, all the while conspiracies flew about whether the agency actually wanted to find him. And now, when they think they're done with Bulger, locked away forever, another investigation, even in death. Whitey Bulger haunts the Department of Justice.
All right, a lot of questions still to be answered, Tim, and I'm sure you'll stay on top of it for us.
Absolutely.